first of all, my name is Litabo.
Workies.
So I'd like to thank you for your time today. Just taking out like at the end of your time. You're very busy, and from the reviews I heard from you, I know that you're like a very good barber. Your services are great, and me and my kids we go to Hastings College. We're both in the business world. So today we're just here to ask you like a few questions about your business, how you run it. So it's basically all about leadership and management. So it's just basically a few questions, and if you don't mind, you can also ask us a few questions,
All right,
about what we do, why we want to be in the business of all that, All right. So my first question is, what inspired you to open and manage your barber shop, and what goals did you set for it in the beginning?
What inspired me is I've been cutting for a minute now, since I was young, but I like to talk a lot, I like to talk to people, and I'm also a Christian in the gospel side of it, so what best way to spread the word, one-on-one connection.
Christian too. Christian too.
Christ follower,
No, that too.
And it's different when you're out in public, talking with people, they don't really hear you like that, but when you got 30 minutes with them face to face alone, it impacts them a little more.
No, that's tough.
And goals, I don't really like to set too much goals because, we don't know what's going to happen in the future, but I just go day by day, just grind it out.
Sometimes too, don't boast about the future.
Yeah,
Just try to
sometimes I worry too much about it and don't get nothing done. So.
No, that's tough.
Day by
That's
day.
tough. So how do you plan your work schedule and assign clients or barbers to ensure smooth operations?
Well, we do everything online now, so I don't really gotta talk to nobody or worry about it too much. I just open up my book from 10 a.m. to 7, and if it fills up, it fills up, and if not, then I go out and look for people, just give out cards. But the best billboards and all that is a good haircut, because you go out and you see somebody with a good cut, and they're like, oh, who cut your hair? And then that's how it spreads. Word spreads.
So wait, would you say that before you started the business, was technology there or wasn't it there?
It was there, but it was a lot more walk-ins, like you walk into a shop and like 10, 15 people waiting in the chairs, and I don't know, I think it's a lot harder with barbers now because like it's hard to build up clientele because we don't got no walk-ins. Like people know a barber or you just book an appointment like that, but yeah, it's a lot easier now. You don't really gotta worry too much about managing it.
Alright, that's good, Okay. Do you have any like other barbers that work with you?
Yeah, I got the other guy though, the older guy. We both rent out the building, but we all do our own business. Two businesses in one, pretty much.
Oh, no, that's tough.
Yeah.
That's just but this is a really good setting, the low key. This really
Yeah, and I've been here since January. I was at another shop. I think that's where I used to cut all their buddies' hair at.
So okay, how do you motivate your barbers and maintain a positive work environment?
Well, like I said, right now it's just me. Like we each booth rent our own and we do our own thing. So I just got to motivate myself. But in the future, hopefully if I ever own something or work for somebody, just keep the same mindset. Just day by day, motivate yourself to work. Because if you don't work, you don't eat. If you don't eat,
Would you say God is your biggest like motivation in living?
Oh yeah, he's in everything. Even not wanting to be, and sometimes we act like rebellious against him, but everything I got and everything I do is for him. So.
Nah, that's really lovely. So what's your leadership style when working with your team?
Just loyalty. That's the biggest part. Like the boss leaving me. You can leave money around. You can leave the keys. That's the biggest part, because once you fail somebody in that aspect, it's kind of hard to trust them. So loyalty is a big one.
How do you attract or retain loyal clients in such like a competitive business? Because since there's other barbers around, and
like I said, I don't really look at it too much like competition, or because that starts like ego-ness in between each other, like like we start hating on each other and all that. So it's just good, like I said, like as long as we all eat. There's 30,000 people here, so if 100 people don't come to me, another 100 will come. It's just the same thing like that. But I mostly just got like friends and close clientele with me, so they're more loyal.
what steps do you take to ensure quality and consistency in each haircut or service?
Kind of the same routine, the same base. I don't really mess around too much with kind of what worked for me and what I like to do. So whatever I gotta do now. A lot of barbers look up like, I don't know, other barbers, they want to be like them, but everyone got their own style and craft, so it's just like an art piece for me,
What inspired you to like become in this business, cut hair and all that?
I think the freedom side of it, not really the financial, because there's a lot of barbers that don't make enough money. You know, they gotta work 2 jobs. But when you can make your own schedule, or miss a week, or come in a week and do whatever you want, you know, you can like book it out through the day, like take 2-3 hours off if you want to go sleep or play games, whatever you want to do. But it's just the freedom side of it, you know. I like being out when everyone's at work, so yeah, I like that part about it.
Tell me about. Okay, do you have like a long-term goals? Because you said like you don't have goals or whatever, but with this business.
Yeah, goals. I mean, I have goals, but I just set goals that I like to achieve at least. You know, I just got married a couple months ago, so now I got to think as, you know, not just my goals. You know, what I want for my wife as well, but future goals. You know, just have a little shop, or I mean, or keep doing this. You know, you never know what can happen. Life changes.
Yeah. Okay, well, how do you show like accountability when responsibilities overlap? Yeah, like there's many things that you have to do, and like you have like short space of time.
I keep it pretty simple, you know. Like I said, like same routines and same everything. Keep everything pretty consistent. I kind of just work, go home, you know, just do whatever I want. I try to leave my business of home and everything outside out of the workspace, you know, so I can get everything done. Cause it's hard to make the client happy, you know, because it's just like they're paying for what they want, and we're not robots, you know, so we don't be doing everything 100% each time, but we gotta do it more than 90 to get a good.
Since you said you got your marriage, yeah, how do you maintain that work-time balance, like your work time and your family time? How do you maintain it? Like,
yes, like I said, that's a good thing about the barber industry. That's pretty much freedom, you know. Like I come in pretty late and I leave in late, or if I wanted to come in early, leave early. I just try to balance it. It's just harder though, because I mean we're talking all day at the shop, you know, like back to back, nonstop. And sometimes I just want to go home and chill and not talk too much, but I try to balance it out as even as I can.
Is it, from a business point of view, is it really hard to like maintain it because you're gonna be busy over here, and then some days where you're busy? Is it hard?
In the beginning, it was really hard. It was probably like 6 months. I would get like a haircut or 2 a day. You know, like that's no money at all. You can't pay bills with $40 a day, but you just stick to it and grind it out. And thank God I'm around like maybe 15, 20 a day, non-stop. So it's been 3 years like that. So yeah, we just gotta keep grinding.
Plus, when you get in custom with me, bro, I'm gonna come here too.
Keisha should come. We be bouncing around everywhere.
Well, my roommate does it now, so that's why.
Yeah.
But next year I'm coming back because he leaves, so I'm cooked.
Okay. How do you seek feedback and use it to improve your leadership style?
Like I said, I just try to do the best I can, and I mean, there's a saying that, like it says, it doesn't matter what you do, it just matters what they think you did. So it's really like no matter how hard I try or how good I do it, like whatever their perspective is, that's what's gonna be in their mind, you know. So I do whatever I can, and whatever I can't do, I don't really worry about.
What ethical standards or professional values do you promote in your barbershop?
Like I said, especially like the shop environment, like, you know, I'm talking about God sometimes I'm people's therapist, you know, because I've heard some things that they won't ever tell their wife, kids, nothing like that. So I've seen people struggle. I cut the bad people hair, I cut the good people hair, rich, poor, everybody. So just a neutral man. I try to keep it that way, yeah.
Okay, it's an out of topic position here, but with good and bad people, I've seen so many movies, black people movies, you know, where there's like barbershops and like hairstylists or whatever, yeah. How, because everything that comes in like secrets, that comes like confidence, you know. How do you set like boundaries and trust between those people, like when information comes and all that, because it can be dangerous society, you know.
Oh yeah.
Someone back can come in and tell you like some secrets or whatever.
Oh yeah.
How do you maintain like that boundaries to be like, yo?
Yeah, there's a boundary line, and there's a thin line between like friendships and clients, you know, because clients are just, you guys are just in our chair for 30 minutes, and you guys are out of the chair, we're nothing. But there's friendships, there's close relationships like that, but the barber should keep, we keep our mouth shut, you know, so whatever they tell us, we just keep, and good or bad, we just gotta keep it. Because that's what the business stands on, so. The day we lose that, then no more business.
Yeah, the cops though.
Yeah, we cut the cops from the prisoners and everybody.
Yeah. So, what advice would you give to someone who wants to manage or open their own barbershop?
Just be confident, you know, like not really hear what everyone else has to say, and just do it because you want to do it, you know, not just because you see another young person doing good. doesn't mean it's gonna go good for you. You know, if you want to do it and you prosper to do it, then just do it on your own will. Some people see it, and some people do stuff because they see other people do it. You know, and that's not good. You don't set your base and your life on a good foundation. So once you learn how to do stuff on your own, then, that's where it works out.
Okay, so that's it for us.
That's it.
You know, do you have like any questions for the both of us?
Like business wise or any wise or anything?
Both.
After school, you guys are gonna. What are you doing?
I'm literally in exercise science right now,
Yeah.
but my mind is business.
Okay.
So literally, what I'm looking into is like to build up my own agency for African kids. Because same way I came here, an agency came to my country, it's calling me, there's so many places. Like, okay, you're good, you're talented. Pull up to America will help you. So like literally, my business idea of things is to be like a physiotherapist or an athletic trainer, but on the side, have an agency to help young upcoming African kids to come to explore either Europe or the United States, you know, just for them to get out of Africa, because they economy wise, you know, just to help them go. Yeah.
There's more opportunity out here, you know, it's just the land of the free, you know. So, yeah.
Want to open a business, real estate business, but I also want to open up a non-profit organization to help underage black kids like myself that struggle with their whole life to. It doesn't even have to be like in sports. Like it can be chess, it can be dance, it can be whatever you think can make you successful. Do it, because I've witnessed plenty of kids, plenty of friends grow up that lost their life or now sitting in the jail cell because nobody gave them the opportunity.
Yeah. Just do. And I would just say, you know, just always put your mind with God first, you know, because He'll lead you to the right. Not just with the black kids, you know, but there's Hispanics, white kids, there's everyone that struggles, you know. We just gotta deep a little further and we'll find them. We're here to help everybody. So whatever your guys' goals, help them out.
It has inspired me. Like from the first, I like the fact that you involve God inside everything, you know. Your story is really inspiring.
We got to, bro.
Yeah, we got to involve God in everything, you know. Yeah. But
That's it. Good?
yeah, but thank you for your time,
Thank you.
you know.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Perfect time, dude. We got one cut coming in right now. So.
Thank you, bro.
Sir. Man. And next video will be me cutting you up, bro.